Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about constants and comments. Now Apex constants are variables whose values don't change after being initialized once. So constants can be defined using the final keyword. The final keyword means that the variable can be assigned at most once. Now this assignment can be either in the declaration itself or with a static initializer method if the constant is defined in a class. We will study more about the final keyword later down the line. For example, if you see this code, here we have declared a class and inside the class we have declared two variables, constant1 and constant2. Both the variables are of integer type. We have used this final keyword to make these variables as constant. And you can see these variables are also having static keyword. So if you remember in one of the previous video, I told you we can declare variables inside class. So this is how we declare variable inside a class and outside any method. So if there is any variable declaration inside a class and outside any method, those variables can be a class variable or can be an instance variable. Now currently these two variables are class variables because they are having these static keyword. In case if we won't use these static keywords, then these variables will be instance variables. But right now they are not even variables, they are constants. The reason being, we have used these final keyword over here. We are going to study about these types of variables, more about final keyword and static keyword in a different video later on. But right now let's focus on how to declare constant. So you can see there are two ways we initialize a constant. First, at the time of declaration itself, which I have done here for constant1. The second kind of assignment to a constant variable is done with the static method initializer. Now this is a static method, opening closing block and opening closing brace with static keyword. Now we have declared constant2 over here and initialized constant2 over here. So this is allowed, but in any of the case the constant can be initialized only once. So if we try to assign any value to them later on in the program, definitely that will lead to an error. Comments are provided by the programmers for themselves. They use comments to explain the logic or to provide information related to the code snippets or the program. Now there can be more than one programmer working on the same section of the program, so they can use comments to explain to the other programmer for what purpose they have used a certain logic. Secondly, a program can be created and later on it can be modified. So these comments are very useful when any other programmer is modifying an already existing code. Comments are also used to provide additional information related to a program or to a code snippet. These comments are ignored by the compiler, so they are not part of the program actually. Both single line and multi-line comments are supported in Apex code. Double slash is used to create a single line comment. Multi-line comments are created with a slash, asterisk, and an asterisk slash. All the characters on the same line to the right of double slash are ignored by the parser and they are single line comments. All characters between slash asterisk and asterisk slash are ignored by the parser and they are multi-line comments. So it's pretty much of talk and let's see the things practically. So guys, here we are in our developer console and let's create the program to see the constants and the comments. So guys, as you can see here, I have created a program where I have used some comments and some constants. So clearly you can see in the first line I created a constant variable named as constant1 of integer type. It is a constant because of this final keyword and I have used the static keyword as well. Now this constant is being initialized in the same line of declaration with value 25. The second constant is declared in the next line, but this time no value is assigned or no value is initialized to it. Value to this constant is initialized in this static block. Now because these values are constant, so in case if in any of the method, if I try to assign any new value to them, if I try to reassign any value to them, it will show me an error. And let's see the error. The error itself says final members can only be assigned in the declaration init blocks or constructors. So there is one more way we can initialize these constants, that's via constructor, but we are going to discuss constructor later on when we will study about classes and objects. Till then, we can certainly use this static block to initialize constants if we don't want to initialize them at the time of declaration. You can also see I have used some comments over here. These are single line comments. So anything before this, anything on the left side of this double slash is a normal code of the program, but anything on the right side of it is a comment. You can see it is being colored with a different color so that we can distinguish it, and you can write anything over here to explain the code, the line, or the whole program. I have also used a multi-line comment over here from line number 5 till line number 9. So anything in between, if I add any new line in between, definitely that will also be part of a comment. So we can use these multi-line comments as well as these single line comments. There is one more comments that is allowed in Apex, which is documentation comments, but that is quite beyond the scope of this course. That marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.